Good. Good. And you recording as well.
What's that?
That's my signature move. When I feel really uncomfortable, I do this. Oh, and I gotta watch the cackle.
I just smile really hard. Yeah, I don't know if I have a signature move.
That's my signature move,
Funny.
especially on the dance floor. We're ready.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
Hi, Carrie. What does the National Coaching Certification Program do for coaches?
Yeah. So the National Coaching Certification Program, or NCCP as it's widely known in Canada, gives coaches a cutting-edge opportunity to have an adult learning experience. So I'm really proud of the NCCP because it aligns with how adults learn best. Ultimately, we can't force a coach to do too much in the system, but we can create a space where they may learn. And the NCCP is always at the edge of our best research. So it brings to life our best research on how coaches and adults learn, and also what's happening in sports. So from that science perspective of what are leadership best practices? What are physiological best practices? What's going on that we know a coach would be served by learning in an environment with their peers? And it's a program I'm really proud to work in as a learning facilitator.
Great. Why does it matter if a coach is trained or certified?
Because at every, oh, can I redo that one?
Yeah.
Go.
Just remember, take that pause.
It matters so much that a coach is trained and certified and educated and current in their knowledge, because every athlete deserves an educated coach.
So you work a lot in the high performance coaching area, and I work a lot in the more club level, and I hear sometimes there are criticisms or like coaches think that they're just checking a box and they're being forced to go out. Do you see any either opportunities to educate those coaches or opportunities to improve the program at that grassroots level?
Mm-hmm. Both. I think at the grassroots level, we do coaches a disservice when we assume they have all the time to come to, say, a 3-day course, or that they have to do certain things. I think there's huge opportunities in better understanding what will serve a grassroots coach. And I'm not critiquing the NCCP in what they offer. I think they offer some incredible resources to that community stream of coaches. However, we need to get creative about the delivery. I see opportunity in how online learning has grown for coaches. It's grown in coaching. So in the context I often teach in, we do online recording actually of all our classroom sessions, because we have so many curious coaches who live at a distance in remote places that can't make it to a major center. But yeah, to answer your original question, I think we have to meet the learner where they are, but on the other hand, we have to convince the coach that their learning never ends. And that is the foundation of NCCP, that we are meeting a lifelong learner and we are embracing them and we are welcoming them to the fold, and we are not diminishing all the great work they already do. Because with that grassroots coach, they're volunteers, they have 10 million other things they do in their life, and the last thing they want to add on is a have to.
Exactly. Right. Great. Let's move into more the sport aspect of it and delivery. So what does participant-centered sport look and feel like to you?
I feel we pay lip service to the term athlete-centered too much in sport. And I think from a leadership perspective, we only see and feel and hear athlete-centered sport when we listen really, really closely and we take the gaze away from what all the adults or all the volunteers or all the other people are doing. And don't get me wrong, what they are doing is so important, but I think we have to focus more intently to answer that question on what's happening to the athletes. So right now, right behind me, you've seen all morning groups of young women. You know, they're coming to a provincial championship. And if we zero in and narrow our gaze to what they're doing, those young women feel like they belong. They feel part of something larger than themselves. They are excited. They are totally engaged. They are nervous. You know, they are experiencing emotion that they won't experience on a day-to-day basis, whether they're at school or they're doing normal things. And I think as we watch them, we see that athlete-centered experience can only be measured by what's happening to them, what they're saying, what their body language shows. You know, when it's athlete-centered, we have someone who's so highly engaged, they want to come back. It's quite simple, but I think it's really hard to measure.
So we talk a lot in society about a sense of entitlement in our younger generations. And I think a coach may shy away from, like, I guess I'm asking, what's the difference between athlete-centered and maybe permissive, or, you know, where we can take that too far? And how would you give advice to a coach around creating that athlete-centered environment without a sense of entitlement?
Okay, I love that question. And we're off the grid.
Yeah.
We've gone off the script.
Yeah, sorry, we've got off the script.
Oh, yeah.
But I love that question. All right, so I would say that making your program athlete-centered is always